Hey YouTube, Mike here. How are we doing today? Hope we all had a fine weekend. Today I'd like to do a review on a tool that we purchased a little over 3 months ago, a Milwaukee Super Hawg. We were using this smaller drill and it was working good for the smaller bits, but it really wasn't working for anything like 2 5/8 or any of the larger bits, even the 4 and 5 inch. So when I found out that this tool was being released, I ordered it, and I actually ordered it through my plumbing supply. And the tool has worked great for us. We have done over 200 holes. Now we kept track. I actually bought this tool just before I started my YouTube channel. So we kind of guessed on the first month, and then we kept track because I knew I wanted to do a review on this because it was working great for us. So the tool that we purchased was the 2711-20, which has the quick lock chuck. They also make a 2709-20, which is the key chuck, like the Jacobs chuck. But like in my other videos, I love the Milwaukee Chuck system, because with this chuck system, it's quick lock. So just take, for instance, you take your bit, you put it in, and you lock it. You don't have to push it to get it in. And it works good for us when we have to drill one hole through a stud, then take the bit out, put an extension in, and then put the bit through the hole and back in. It's very easy. The older style had the Allen screws in it. These work very good. The chuck will accept all of the different, it's 7/16 bits. So we have the plumber's kit. It will fit that. We have the universal bimetal blade kit. It'll fit that. So it's pretty much, it's multiversal when it comes to the bits and the arbors and extensions that you could use. Now, the tool comes in the Milwaukee Carry Bag. It comes with the 2 instructions. So the instruction sheet for the drill and the instruction sheet for the charger. It comes with a side handle, which can be screwed into both sides of the drill. And then it has an affixed top handle, which can be removed with 2 Torx head screws. The tool comes with 2 of their new 9.0 lithium-ion batteries with 162 watt-hours of power. Their other battery, their 5.0, has 90 watt-hours of power, so you're almost double the watt-hours of power. And it comes with their new charger, which is the 4859-1805. Now, I will include all of the model numbers in the description below. The charger will charge the older batteries plus the 12 volt here at the top. They have the dual ports on their chargers. Now, here is one of the other chargers, which is a 4859-1812. Excuse me. This charger takes about an hour to charge the 9.0 battery. But the instructions say, depending on the temperature, will take anywhere from 30 to 100 minutes of charging. The older charger will charge the 9.0, but will take about 3 hours. So really, you can get, with this one charger, you can charge all of the batteries now. It takes the same amount of time to charge the 5.0, the 4.0, and the 12 volt, which is roughly about 15-20 minutes to charge it. Now, like I was saying, we have done about 200 holes, about 5 rough-ins for houses. With their bits, whether it would be one of their 3-tooth hole saw bit, or their self-feeder, as long as it's sharp, the drill has unbelievable power to drill through double or triple 2x6s without any hesitation. Now, the speeds. It's 2 speed settings right here. You have a low speed and a high speed. That's high, this is low. The low speed is 0 to 350 RPM. That will give you, for a self-feeder bit, a 4 5/8 hole and a hole saw bit at 6 inch. At high speed, It'll give a self-feed bit of 2 9/16 or a hole saw at 4-inch. So that's a lot of power for a drill. It is a bit heavy. With the battery on it, it weighs probably around 8.5 pounds. Drilling down through a floor or drilling through a beam, but when we drill up through the upper plate or through the roof or the vent, it gets a little heavy, so it's too really, like, another person has to be there to hand it down to them. The drill can be, with the side handle, can be wedged up against a beam to help the bind up of the drill. The drill does have a clutch in it. Now we have started with back years ago, we started with one of the 1/2-inch Milwaukee Magnum drills, the drill holes. We sprained our wrist and busted things countless times. Then we bought one of those Milwaukee right angle drills. Then we bought one of their hole hogs. Then when I found out DeWalt came out with a right angle drill with a clutch in it, which works really good, but it's a corded unit. And a lot of times it's better to have these cordless units, especially in a new house, when there's no power or power is limited because of all the other trades. So something with this capacity and runtime, which is over 2 hours, is just priceless for us. Because we can go around, spend an hour drilling all the holes and still have enough juice in the battery to do other things. Okay, with this tool, I give it a 10. It is probably the second most used tool in our arsenal, besides the Milwaukee crimping tool that we use for our PEX system. If you need a tool, we highly recommend this. It is a very, very good tool. Oh, warranty. The warranty on the tool is 5 years. The warranty on these batteries are 3 years. Okay, against manufacturer's defect. If you have any questions, just add it into the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. But like I said, a little over 3 months, and the tool has worked flawlessly. And I forget if I mentioned, we only have charged these batteries twice so far. We've charged them. They have the fuel indicator lights on them, where when you press it, it'll give you the charge rate. Also, when you're charging the battery like the other ones inside the charger, the fuel rate goes up. Okay, just want to give you a little update. Today, I went to my local woodcrafters and I picked up the Carvex 18-volt jigsaw. Didn't even take it out of the box yet, just looked through the instruction sheet. I'm going to charge up the battery, but it's a tool that I actually use a lot. I have the Milwaukee cordless, but with the Carvex system, it has the removable shoes, just like that. And I have the other attachments for the other shoes. So I like that option with the shoes. Now the system, actually I'll take it apart anyway because I got to charge up the batteries. The system, the way I like to use it is I like to have my vacuum set up, say on my router or on my circular saw. And then I got to keep switching back and forth between the two. So I decided to go with a cordless barrel grip because I have the corded D handle. I don't have to plug it in. I just have to take the vacuum hose, put it in, or use the boom arm behind me, which extends out to the assembly table. And now I have the versatility of having two things, and I only have to keep one thing plugged in to the vacuum system. And with the jigsaw, it makes sawdust, but it doesn't make sawdust like a router or a circular saw. So having, even if I don't have the vacuum plugged into it, at least then I could use the system. Okay, let me just pan this camera. Got about another couple of hours of the assembly of that MFTC, and let me just show you what I have there so far. I have the legs, shelf, the tabletop, and the carcass with the bottom drawer all assembled, sanded. Now I just have to take everything apart and paint it. I'm going to be doing the other drawers over the weekend, and then I'm going to be editing the video and putting it on the channel. Okay, YouTube, I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.